Okay. Here's Samuel Kerr from Meadow Street. Samuel, how long have you been coming to the Fairhill?
Since I was at school.
Where were you at school?
The Clinton School.
The country school. Aye. Well, what do you think of the passing of the Fairhill?
Oh, it's the worst thing in the town.
The worst thing, aye.
You'll never get a hill like it.
And you've been here every Saturday?
Every Saturday.
And you know everybody to see?
Know everybody to see.
Any memories from earlier years?
Oh.
What was it like in the wartime, for example?
Oh, I was here since Bob Bowman had it.
Oh, Bowman,
Aye.
He was the waymaster, was he?
Aye.
What other names do you remember?
And the big man is up at the box there.
The big man up at the box? Would you have bought much here yourself?
Eh?
Would you have bought much here yourself?
No, not very much.
Would you just come to stand and see folk?
Aye. It was a good pastime.
Good. Okay. Here we have Helen Ritchie in the Fairhill. Why are you here this morning, Helen?
I'm here to say goodbye to the Fairhill.
To an old friend?
To an old friend is right, Earl. Yes, that is correct.
What do you think of the departure of that old friend?
Well, they're going out with flags flying and a blaze of glory, I would say.
What will it be like next Saturday morning?
I don't know. There might be confusion with the traffic. You know, there is a problem, I think, a traffic problem, congestion down there.
What are your memories over the years of the Fairhill?
Well, I've been coming here since I was very young, and probably with a hint of sadness that I say goodbye to it today. It has a lot of memories for me, coming here. Some good. I remember the day that the bombs were here, which wasn't a terribly good day, but as maybe they say progress, this is progress, and we have to accept it, so there's not much the garden folk like me can do, is there?
Well, tell me, do you think you'll buy your carrots next week at the swimming pool?
No, I usually buy my carrots funny in peddlers. So I don't buy too many. And I come up today, I thought I'd maybe get a husband, you know, the last run, you know, the last chance to get a farmer, you know, so.
And how did you do?
Well, not too well, but I'm still hoping.
Have you any particular preferences?
No, I'll just take anyone, and even I see a fella behind you, I might be interested in Ivan Herbison.
Well, it's said that he's on the loose.
Good, oh, I'm delighted. I'm awfully glad I came.
Thanks, Helen.
Okay.
Mary, what about the Fairhill closing?
I'm very sorry,
Why are you sorry?
because I've been here for 60 years, every Saturday.
It's going to be different next week, isn't it?
Apparently it will be. Hopefully it'll be better anyway.
You think it'll be better?
Oh, it might be. Let's hope it will.
Some people think it'll be worse.
Oh, I don't know. You never know.
What are your memories of
What
60
do you
years?
think yourself?
Oh, it'll be worse. What are your memories of 60 years?
Oh, well, some sad and some bright. Some sad and some bright.
What was it like during the wartime?
Oh, no. It wasn't too bad. We'll get through. Well, we got by.
What about prices in those days?
Oh, well, prices are worse now, anyhow.
This is the end of an era. This is the last day of the Fairhill in Ballymena. And you know, many an end has come here, like the end of the pig market and the cattle market. And the monthly horse fairs and all that thing. And life went on even without them. So there's no doubt the people of Ballymena and district, and especially the stallholders, are resilient enough to adapt themselves and take up a new stand and go on with the Saturday market. Because in spite of all the good shopping centres and everything else they have in Ballymena, they'll be lost without this Fairhill. There's something about it that appeals to people. Come and buy and look and get a bargain or think they get a bargain. So all I can say is to them to go ahead and hold fast to the faith of their fathers. Look to the future with confidence. And be careful in the new BMX centre. Bring good bargains. Keep up the crack.
You've really come to the last day.
We have come to the last day, and it's a pity, because I don't think there'll be a crowd at the other place.
No.
They're all complaining about this place going.
Are you going to go yourself?
No, I'll not be going in the meantime to the end of September.
Right.
Because I'll be busy at my work on Saturday.
Right.
So, I mean, I've been coming 8 years here now, and I kind of miss it now.
I think we'll all miss it.
We'll all miss it. Everybody will miss it. That's what they're saying the other day.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of people from the far end and not be fit to go way down to the other end.
No.
Well, this is my last day at the end of about 44 years. And I saw some big changes since I came here. When I came here first, it was horses and carts. But that's all over now.
Yeah. Have you sad feelings today?
Oh, I sad enough about Peyton and something that even in Handsworth for so long.
Right. Who's this gentleman behind you here?
Oh, that's Richard Duncan. He has been here, I suppose, up against 40 years too.
Right.
So there's some changes in that time.
Why is a young fella like you interested in the Fairhill anyway?
Why? Because I always come up into it.
Do you enjoy it?
Aye.
You're going to miss it.
Aye.
You've been coming 35 years.
35 years, yes.
And
we started away at the bottom of the market there when the pigs and stuff was all so.
Right.
Then we moved, we shifted at one place to a wee bit of timber. And eventually we finished up in this corner here.
Right.
Well, the first one to start the vessels in this.
Right.
And then after that it just snowballed. Tom, Dick and Harry come in, they all come in, you know.
Right. Does he do a good job for you?
He does, sometimes.
Sometimes.
No, I'll tell you what I had was 4 or 5 bras, and I'm the last of them left.
Oh, you're
all right.
How you feeling?
About the market closing?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I'm a bit disappointed right enough.
Uh-huh.
I mean, after all these years it's been going on, it's sorry, I would say everybody's sorry to see it really stopping, you know?
Right.
That'll be my feelings now, but...
The kind of Ballymena dies today, does it?
I think it does, and there's somebody can answer that maybe better than me about Ballymena, but that's Mr. McCann from Ballymena.
The market traders are packing up for the last time. Jack McCann, what about it?
Oh, it's the saddest day that this town has ever known, in my opinion. 362 years, and it's all closing down. About that, you'll appreciate it because you have a great interest in the history of this town. This is a sad, historic day. I bought that to plant so that my children and grandchildren would have something to remember my last purchase in Ballymena Market. I never dreamed this day would come.
You have a painting?
I have a painting done by a Ballymena man. I bought it off him some years ago. It's called The End of the Fair. And it looks out there through the gate to the Fairhill Bar. And it shows, the fair. I can't believe that it's fact now it's the end of the Fairhill. And I'm very happy that in my kitchen There's a piece of Ballymena that has gone forever, or is going to go. Very sad, very, very sad. I remember an uncle of mine, bank manager from Dublin, saying to my father in the early 30s, John P., I was walking down Church Street and I hardly knew a name. And I wondered what he was getting at. I know now. When I walked down Church Street, I hardly know a name. But the market went on and on. Just as what replaces it here will go one day. And the market, please God, wherever it's located, will go on. But it's sad that we should lose our Fairhill.
Number 53. Liam McKernan.
Yes. Gets numbers 31 and 32.
31, 32.
I wanted 37 and 38, but it's all right.
Number 9.
Hugh, what's your function going to be at the new market?
I've been in charge of the entrance to the new site. Lifting money for the stall holders, checking to get to their stalls.
And how many can you hold?
Oh, it's approximately 130.
The traders drive off from the Fairhill for the last time. A word with the man himself, Robert Orr. How do you feel?
Oh, sad, I would have to say, Yule. This is the end of an era, not only for Ballymena, but for me in more ways than one. As you know, I came here as an auctioneer, a young man, in 1954, and I've seen a lot of changes even in the market and in marketing. When I came, first of all, in 1954, we had a lamb sale on Thursday and a cattle sale on Saturday. And these stalls did not exist as such in those days. There were a few stalls inside the Thomas Street gate. The rest of the market was taken up by a pig market in those days, by an open cattle market in the top hill, and by hay and straw and that sort of thing. Whether it was because of the troubles in Belfast or what, but I often said this type of market that we've just seen end now developed not because of us but in spite of us. And during the years these people have come to appreciate Ballymena as a market town. We've certainly appreciated the business we got from them, and also I'd have to say appreciated the friendships that existed between some of us. One or two were maybe a little difficult, and I'm sure they thought I was a little difficult.
It's obvious there's a whole subculture there, isn't there? People know each other.
Yes.
And their own ways of doing things.
That's right. That's right. I just hope that there is an atmosphere of cooperation when they start off beside the leisure centre, because it will require cooperation, it will require tolerance, it will require understanding and consideration by both sides. And if they bring those things into play, I have no doubt that the market can continue there, because the people who come in here on a Saturday morning, very few of them walk in. They either have their cars in the Fairhill or they have their cars parked in the streets nearby, but the number of pedestrians who come to the market to buy and to walk away with their wares are very, very few.
What do you actually know about the history of this site here?
Well, you know that Sir Alan Adair was given, or the Adair family rather, were given a charter in 1623. The charter gave the Adair family the privilege of holding a market each week on Saturday. It also gave the Adair family the privilege of holding 2 half-yearly fairs. The privilege was given to the Adairs. I hate to put it as strongly as that, but I want to clear that the privilege was given to the Adairs, the privilege was not given to the people.
And this wasn't the site? This wasn't the site?
This wasn't the site. In those days, the Adair estates, I believe, extended as far as a horse could walk from the centre of the town in an hour, which was somewhere about 2.5 or 3 miles, I imagine. How long the actual market has been here, I'm not terribly sure. But over the years, the market has changed and would have kept on changing. But as I say, whenever I came here, we had